Ubiest of the tubiest, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus, and we are at the driver's lounge here at the Tulsa terminal, getting a little work done on the truck today. And we're going to talk a little bit today about a backing maneuver. Very simple. A lot of guys think that the backing is the toughest part of this job, but it really isn't. The key is to learn what works for you. I'm going to try to get some of my tips out there to you right now that may help you out, okay? When I'm teaching backing, I teach things a little bit different than a lot of trainers do and a lot of schools do. And, you know, even when you take your little driving deal at the orientation, they may give you some tips. Listen, what I've done is I figured out if you simplify the situation, it works best for everybody. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is take in consideration a couple of things, and one is once you're starting your tractor setup, the mirror on the passenger side is useless to you. So stop trying to focus in that mirror. Leave that mirror alone. All it's going to do is screw you up. That's number one. What you're trying to drive at that moment is the little red light on the rearmost left corner of the trailer. Okay? There's a red light back there and there's a yellow light back there. And hopefully that yellow light isn't on. Okay? But that red light, that's what I want you to drive. If you drive that red light around the cone and straight down that line to the back of your lane, your truck and trailer will make it in there without touching anything. And when you get to the back of the line, everything's going to be in a straight line, because guess what? The tractor has to follow the trailer. So the trailer has the red dot, everything's going to be in line. It's so simple, so easy, but people don't teach that, okay? And I'm not saying that that's the only way to do it. I'm just going to give you some alternatives, okay? So when you see me talking to you through this video, take into consideration what I'm saying to you right now. What I'm looking for is the rearmost of the trailer on the left side. There's a red light back there. That is my point of aim, so to speak. Okay, your trailer spreads, your trailer tandem spread. Your rearmost trailer tandems is the first entry pivot point time. Okay, so when I say okay, now I'm at that cone with the rearmost trailer tandems, you know what I'm talking about. That is a one point in time where I know I need to start a maneuver. And once the second, the most forward set of trailer tandems reach that cone, it's time for another maneuver. So the three things I'm looking for is that red light, the rear set of tandems next, then the front set of tandems. Okay, now I also want you guys to take into consideration the first back you're going to see is me driving, and I want you to also think about this. The lanes are painted here at the yard. Those lanes are painted for the length of a trailer, not a trailer and a tractor. So when we practice this, the cone is at the front of the line where there's a trailer only. But when we go back to drive again, I'm doing it. The cone is still in its original spot. However, there's a truck and trailer next to it. So now the cone, the point of aim is way back. The truck is way forward. So we're set up extremely close to that truck next to me. Now, I'm going to make that maneuver, okay? Now, you do not make that maneuver the way I just did it, that close to another truck. I know what I'm doing. You know, I can drive it, So it's going to work out for me, but I know what I'm doing. I knew that it was going to work out when I made that maneuver. But you're going to look at it. I'm going to blow it up so you can see real close. And you're going to say, whoa, yes. Wait until you have the clarity, the driving skills before you get that close to a truck and not understand where your trailer swing is going, okay? That's a disclaimer. I want to make sure I put that out there. Do not get that close to another vehicle when you're making your setup maneuver, okay? So let's get to it. Here we go. All right, everybody. I want you to watch me do this back. And as you can see, we're not set up quite right, and the lines aren't extended far enough, so our cone is way far back. It should be way towards the front. Now I want you guys to watch particularly close at this maneuver right here. Watch where the very rearmost of my trailer cross in front of this truck. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Do not try that if you are not an experienced driver. You do not want to try to get that close. But anyways, that's my setup, and I'm gonna go into that lane where that cone is. The trick is to try to get your left rear portion of that trailer. Basically, there's a red light back there and on the side of the trailer, and that red light on the side of the trailer is what you're actually driving. And I teach my students to drive that red light and try to put that red light on the inside of that cone, and then drive it to the back of the lane 1 foot off the line. Okay, and so I'm kind of getting a little set up here now. If you could imagine that line extending out to the front and that cone out to the front, I would be in that lane already. But the setup wasn't quite right, but it's good enough for you guys to get the gist of it. Now you can barely see my rear tandem, but I'm just at that cone right now, and I just passed it with that rear tandem, and that's where you want to start swinging. And as you can see, I'm swinging, and right about the time you pass that second set of tandems right there, that's when you want to start your maneuver. Really tight, swinging that cab around. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. And eventually, I'm going to stop, do a pull forward. Here we go. Little pull forward, bring the cab back around, and square it up. Boom, you're done. Straight line back into the lane. That's it. Now, next you're going to see my student do the same thing. However, that tractor and the trailer to the right won't be there. There will be some on his left, but not on the right. So he'll be able to set up a lot closer to the cone and get a better angle at the back. So let's watch my student do the same thing. So he's setting up, and as you can see, there's nothing on his right. So he can get a little bit closer to that cone, and if there was a truck there, I wouldn't have let him get as close to it as I did. There were some things that I could notice making that maneuver that I knew I wasn't going to touch that truck, but that's experience, something that you don't want to learn right now. Okay, so right now, basically what I want you guys to think about is the front set of tractor tires. That front set needs to be on the line with the cone, okay? I teach that, not your shoulder with the driver's seat of the truck next to you. I don't use that because it doesn't actually work in most scenarios because the lanes are not the same width. If they were the same width, then that guy's shoulder would be in the same spot each time, and your setup would be the same each time. But that's not the fact. All right? Because the lanes are different. But the space between your front tractor tire and the rearmost of that trailer will always be the same. That's why I use the tractor tire. So it's the same premise he's setting up. Now, his front set of tandems, his rearmost tandem has already crossed that cone line if it was extended forward to infinity. So he should already be bringing the tractor around, but he waited a little late. Therefore, the light is now headed towards the cone. Okay, that's because he waited just a little bit too long. See that? He's gonna have to do a pull up now and fix it, but that's okay. That's okay. He should go a little bit further, but he's going to go ahead and start his swing. He said he's swinging the tractor around. He's not going to quite make it, so he's going to do it again, which is, again, it's fine. It doesn't matter how many pull-ups you do, just as long as you don't hit nothing. Get that trailer parked where you need it parked. Don't hit anything along the way, and you've done a fantastic job. You get an A+. Start that tractor swinging in line with the trailer. Still waited a little bit. It's going to have to try it again. See that tractor's in line with the trailer now? That's what you want. Just drive that light just past that cone and you're in your lane. There's that light right now. It's passing that cone. Start swinging the tractor around and pushing the front of the trailer into the lane. Okay, now he's passing that second axle, so it was already time. He's going to be fine. See, you can see that front set of trailer tandems now. He's fine right now. It's about time to do a pull-up because you don't want the corner of the trailer to exit the parking lane. So we're going to turn and try to bring the truck and trailer into a straight line. There it is. He's in the lane. And now all he has to do is drive that tractor in a straight line. Just get it straighten them up. There they go. And now just drive it straight to the back of that lane. Student's in the truck by himself. There's no walkie-talkie in there. There's nothing. He's just going off of the practice that we've done in the past. He's doing a fantastic job. All right, here we go. All right, so now you're going to pull up. And when you set up, do you remember if you used the drive tires or did you use your shoulder on that line?
Well, when I set up there, I used the dry tire.
Yeah. Much better way to do it.
Yeah, I'm going with that cone. You see that cone right there?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see compared,
to
I should have went up a little more, but it was fine right there.
Correct. And you can see that you would actually been further ahead of that spot where your shoulder would have been if you'd have did it the other way.
Yeah, because that's how they taught me in the school to do it with the shoulder.
Right.
But not you taught me another way that is easier.
Yes. And now what are we looking for right now?
I'm looking for my
landing gear.
My landing gear. For a minute.
Yeah.
My landing gear. So when I did that, now I stopped, and then I turned it 2 times the opposite.
Yep.
And then now I'm just backing up, looking for that light.
That's it. The red light.
The red light.
How's that trick working for you? Using a red light instead of just no point of steer. The red light thing working out for you?
It worked really. It helped me out more.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to maneuver. Oh, you got to concentrate in the red light. Like nothing else. You got to concentrate not to hit anything, but that you follow the red light. And you set up the way you taught me to set up.
Mm-hmm.
Got to work a little more because it's not easy, but it's in your mind thing. You feel me?
Right.
It's a mind thing now. But now with watching this video, the way you recording this video and stuff like that, it gonna make me better. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see I was bad. And you look at this. I got in there, man.
Yep. Nobody in there. Nobody tell you anything.
I was by myself.
Yeah. And so right now, what are you seeing out of your mirror right now that you knew it wasn't quite right? What are you seeing?
I've seen that I'm too much to close to the cone.
Right.
So now I gotta go. I was going out the line. So So once I see that, all I do is go up forward,
Mm-hmm.
and then try to get as much I can to to bring the truck to the right,
Mm-hmm.
then to back it up and to inside the lines.
At that point right now, what do you see out of your mirror? Where you know that you're better? What are you seeing out of the mirror now?
I'm seeing myself as straight.
Yep. Yep.
Straight in line with the cone.
That's exactly what you're gonna pass that cone with that red light. And what about now? What are you looking for?
I'm looking forward to bring my tractor straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get my tractor straight, I will get my trailer in there.
Yeah. And the trailer is looking really good right now. So at this point, what are you going to focus on right now as you're rolling back? What are you going to focus on?
I'm going straight back, bringing my tractor straight,
Mm-hmm.
and then be inside the line.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Looking for it, make sure that trailer wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very good example of a back right here. All of the things that you should be working on, you got them down. That's fantastic right there. What we doing now?
Just backing straight back.
Yeah, how much you turn the steering wheel?
Not too much. Not too much. You keep it the most you can. Keep it steady. Don't straight back. That's it. Don't mess with it, because you try to mess with it too much, you will go out of your line.
Right, you'll just start wafting back.